before you go?
I'm turning it on right now. It may take a second. It's going to be
Okay.
live on YouTube. Nobody's going to watch it.
I bet they will. Where you go?
I'm turning it on right now. It may take a second. It's going to be live on YouTube. Nobody's going to watch it.
I bet they will.
I'm turning it on right now. It may take a second. It's going to be live on YouTube. Nobody's. Okay, I have to turn off the volume on something. Hold on. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
I can't hear you.
Hmm.
Hold on. I don't know how to turn off the volume on one and keep the setting live.
Okay.
Well, I'll just wing it and go.
Okay.
Okay, so you're a 2-4. You ready for this knowledge, girl?
I'm ready. I love these.
Well, this isn't about the gene keys. It's just about the lines, the 1 through 6s.
Okay. Well,
And
I was just I love when you read my chart, but the gene keys.
well,
Yeah, I'm not familiar with this.
well, you're a 22.2 as your life's work. I'm ignoring the 22 for now and just focusing on the 2.
Okay.
So each one of the 64 hexagrams each has a one of the 6 line that it influences. And they say that's almost as important, if not more important, than what the actual gene key is,
Oh, wow.
because it has such an effect on it.
Okay.
So in the life's work area, you know a dancer, and you're trying to reach the level of grace. Trust is key. Trusting in your own natural talents, whatever you find that those are, and wait to be called to help. Some of the key pieces are to be honest, or to have people around you who are honest, that don't have hidden agendas. When you start to find those, you need to point them out or remove yourself if they have ulterior motives. Your biggest challenge is noticing when you are blaming or putting responsibility outside of yourself, or even complaining in the passive side.
Mm.
What's a good idea is to have an accountability person and have a jar. And every time you blame or complain, it costs you a quarter or 50 cents or $1 or whatever you want to do.
What a great idea. Okay.
And the key to it is healing with ease. When there is unease, that's a clear indication. So your healing comes through ease. It's not to be rushed. It's not to be forced. It's not to make anything happen.
Mm.
It's a matter of noticing it and then taking accountability for it. So your breakthrough comes in friendships. And to use opportunities and social you're a social influencer.
Mm.
What is good is softness and romance.
Ugh.
And you heal through gentleness. So healing through ease and gentleness. That is your challenge and your breakthrough.
It is a challenge.
Purpose, your purpose in life and as well as in relationships. It's not about what you do or anything. It's just about being. And the shadows for you to look for are overgiving, manipulation, and corruption.
Can you
But
say the part
not to,
again after overgiving? I'm sorry, it cut out for just a second.
manipulation
Oh.
and corruption. Not just around you, but from you.
Yeah.
You're noticing that you're manipulating to get what you want, stop and just say, okay, this is manipulation. Let me just be clear and frank. This is what I need, not do this so that I can get that. And your attraction, what attracts people to you is your romance and your beauty. But there can also be a negative side to that, which is coldness and sort of like unshakableness or unwilling to change. Mentally, the way you handle things is you have a contemplative mind. Almost everything that I'm talking about in the reading is what you practice in the art of contemplation. I didn't plan it that way. It's just all these key words are exactly what are in the art of contemplation.
Oh, wow.
Don't hide who and what you are as a way to intellectually deal with things. Because that goes straight through to the emotions, where you have perseverance as the gift. Well, the only reason you would get perseverance is if you're going to go through a lot of shit in life.
Yep.
So you are your own worst enemy.
Yeah.
And back to the art of contemplation, the way to deal with that intellectually and emotionally is to learn how to pause. It's not just intellectual contemplation. There's also emotional contemplation. And there's physical or spiritual contemplation. And when you start to notice it, and just even if it's 3 breaths to pause, at some point, pivoting is just going to naturally happen. You're going to say, oh, I keep being a bitch. I don't want to be a bitch. Every time it's like, okay.
Yes. Creating the space between those situations to have the just like,
now for your core wound, you and I, it's the only place in our profiles where we have a 6th line. I don't really know squat about 6th lines, other than in vocation, it's about philanthropy. And hold on. I didn't look at. Oh, yeah. In the Venus sequence, it's about separation. And they actually asked me an interesting question. A Scottish lady. She says, how is your family? How does separation play out in your family? I'm like, whoa. Fuck, never thought of that. I'm completely separate.
me either.
I was thinking just on a spiritual level, can I sense that I am a raindrop in the ocean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can sense my individuality, but I can also feel that I'm a part of everything, water, love, you know,
Yeah.
culture. I've never done the Pearl sequence yet, so I don't have a lot of understanding of culture and Pearl, but the culture is question mark is what is new and what can I do? You have innovation, teamwork, and initiative as your three gifts. So in the Pearl, the fourth line, you have a lot of fourth lines.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. 5 fourth lines, 2 first
Probably a
lines,
bunch of ones.
2 second lines, 1 fifth, and 1 sixth.
Hmm.
So in the Pearl, it's like whatever you do, it has to be a heartfelt service. And it has to involve community. Everything in this reading is all about connection and community.
Which I struggle with.
That's why you need to keep working on that.
Yeah. And the feeling separate. Yeah. It's on some stuff that like, it like makes sense in my mind. And then I keep hearing it and it just resonates more and more deeply. Like it just never ends. I see it on a more subtle level. This is like so much to sit with. Yeah.
And the point in your life's work, it's, oh, I already said that. Find people who are honest and don't have hidden agendas.
Yeah.
And that's a big part of the networking process
Yeah.
and your social influencing. Does that feel like it nailed you?
Yes, completely. Wow, with just the lines.
You see how powerful and impactful they are? It doesn't even
Yeah,
really,
they absolutely are. And I would venture to say that somebody who's just getting into the Gene Keys would probably benefit from that. It might be a little bit easier to break into that way, like just because it is so much information and like experiential information too. Like to start to get to grasp, like this is really helpful. I didn't learn this when I first learned the Gene Keys, and this would be really helpful.
Ready to pair.
you'll have to repeat the last part. My speaker turned off.
Oh, that's okay. Just I didn't have access to this information when I began the Gene Keys. And it would have been really helpful actually. Like this is awesome.
Well, I'm going to do a few of these complimentary as I'm practicing them, and I'm going to make a folder on my YouTube channel with just line readings. And you are going to be my first. We're actually
Ah,
right now.
my 2551 is excited about this.